Hey guys, welcome back. Just a quick video about this frame here. This is a frame that I showed in my last video and a couple of people asked me questions about it. It's actually the JeNo35 FPV frame, so it's a 3.5 inch freestyle frame. Now I've been flying this frame for about the last 6 months now, and I can tell you it's probably the best frame I've found so far for a 3.5 inch freestyle. And what I'm talking about here is the flight feel. It just feels so locked in, and it really feels like it's on rails. It's a perfectly balanced frame. And there's two things that make this frame, or any frame in fact, fly really well when it comes to freestyle. And the first thing, in my opinion, is to have either a TrueX or a Squished X frame. Now I know a lot of people like their dead cat style frames, but an X-type geometry will allow you to have the center of mass right where those arms cross. And the second thing is to have a slam type frame, where the top plate is lowered down as low as possible to keep that battery nice and low. And this frame actually has 20mm standoffs. And the best thing about this frame is it's free. It's open source. So this frame was actually designed by the Are FPV group in France. And they've got a GitHub page and all the files are there, all the DXF files, all the STL files are there. You can download them. If you've got a CNC router, you can cut your own. Now, if you're not in that bucket, you can actually buy this at a couple of places around the world. For people in Europe, there's 2 FPV stores in France that stock this frame, and that's the FPV CNC drone store, as well as the camera on board store. In Australia, there's my store, Cube FPV, of course. And in the States or Canada, there's actually CNC drones in Canada that will cut one of these frames for you. Now, in my store, the frame comes with the foam battery pad and the blue knurled standoffs, and I've actually redesigned this TPU side plate here for the camera. The original version of this mount was a little bit weak, so I've actually beefed it up and made it stronger. And the original had linear movement of the O3. This had straight holes there. In mine, I've actually made it so you can tilt the O3 camera up and down a little bit, as well as mounting a standard camera. Now, the other stores don't seem to be selling the kits with these TPU parts, so you'll have to download them and print them yourself, or get them printed somewhere. And if you're going to do that, head on over to my store and scroll down to the bottom of the page. And what I've actually done is uploaded all of the STL files there. So that's all the STL files you'll need for this frame, including those updated side plates. So you can just download them and get them printed at your local print shop. Now, if you happen to have a Runcam Thumb Pro, there's also a mount there for a Runcam Thumb Pro. Okay, well, that's it. That's my recommendation for 3.5 inch freestyle. Like and subscribe, because I'm going to be doing a build video for this frame right here. Till then, happy flying.